Hey guys, how you doing? Ron Raymond here from the Raymond Report with your free NHL hockey preview and prediction for Tuesday. It is February 28th. Hope you're having yourself a good start to your Ruby Tuesday. As always, don't forget, subscribe to our channel by tapping that notification bell in the top right-hand corner, or hit the subscribe button below this video if you're using a mobile device. Today's NHL Hockey Betting Podcast is brought to you by ATS Check out the Raymond Report each and every day by going to the website. Once you get ATS Stats, go to NHL, free NHL Stats, and you will get the free version of the Raymond Report, courtesy of your good friends right here at ATSstats.com. All right, let's get to your SBI, the Sports Betting Index, and we talked about a couple days ago, especially in the NBA, a lot of favorites were winning. Then we had a little bit of a pullback, and that's the when you're gauging the sports betting markets, it's just like the stock market, it's just like cryptocurrency. You know, what goes up must come down. You have to pay attention to the markets and pounce on those days where, you know, when you get those streaks of 7, 8, and 9 days of, like here, you had all the underdogs winning on the puck line, and then you got a pullback. That's what you're looking for as a sports bettor. When is a good time to really pull that trigger and go a little bit heavier on your units, especially after consecutive days of favorites or underdogs? You know there's going to be a turn in the cycle, and that's where you got to really pay attention, right? And if you're looking at last night, 4-1 for the favorites. They're now on a 3-day run, so keep an eye out on that. And let me see here, 73.7% on the 3-day average, 62.6 on the 7-day average, right there in line with the 61.8 on the season. So we're in a bullish market right now, and things are looking a little bit normal when it comes to the NHL favorites in the betting markets. And when it comes to the puck line, well, a good night for the favorites. In fact, good 3 nights for the favorites, 58.7 and 58.6 for the 7-day average. So I'm big on the puck line on the underdogs. You guys know that. I've been making some good coin on that. When it comes to the 7-day average, when it's for the over-under, pretty much 50-50, right? Coin flip at 50.6%. That's the bookmaker doing a good job. And, you know, here's another thing, right? A lot of the mentality of people when they're betting on sports and they're looking for an edge. That's the thing, right? So everybody's trying to look for that caramel secret of sports betting. Is like, which side, well, which role? You know, do I go the sides? Do I bet totals? Do I bet point spread? And if you're looking for balance between you and the bookmaker, you know, which one is even? I always find the totals. When you look at the favorites, 61.8% of the favorites, 38.3. You know, if you're a favorite bettor that favors, you're always looking for that 50-50 balance, right? And you get it with the totals. And if you want a chance, an even chance, when it comes to the percentage play between you and the bookmaker, I think totals is where you make your, I wouldn't say make your money, but you feel like you have a better chance of being even when it comes to competing with the bookmaker. Maybe that's a better word, even. All right, let's get to your SBI. Wow, what a game last night in the nation's capital, where I'm from. And the Ottawa Senators, my Sens won last night. But the one thing you guys know with me, I love the Sens, but I bet with my wallet, not my heart. Minus 130 is the line, 6.5 is the total, and they're going right back at it tonight. And we'll see if there's a different story. 3.4 to 2.7, the over-under at 6.18. So we do like this game to stay under the total. 57.03% favoring the Ottawa Senators tonight, 38.7 for the Red Wings. And looking at the Wings, they're coming off a 2-game losing streak, while the Sens have won their last 2. Tampa Bay Lightning taking on the Florida Panthers. Minus 164 is the line, 6.5 is the total. We're going to lean with the Bolts in this one. 3.5 to 2.9, the over-under at 6.54. Looking at Florida's last game, a 3-1 loss to the Sabres, while the Lightning, they got spanked against the Penguins. 7-3 is the final. So the Battle of Florida tonight in Tampa Bay should be a beauty. All right, Columbus Blue Jackets taking on the Buffalo Sabres. Sabres 5-5 now in their last 10 games on a 3-game win streak. They're coming off a 7-4 win over the Washington Capitals. And looking at the Blue Jackets, they're coming off a 3-2 loss to the Wild. We're going to lean with Buffalo here, but a little chalky in my books. Minus 222 is the line, 6.5 is the total. 3.6 to 2.9, the over-under at 6.52. So we do like this game to go a little bit over the total. And your Kogo is at 48%. So basically a coin flip tonight when it comes to the over-under. New York Islanders taking on the Minnesota Wild. The Wild, the last 4 games have gone under the total. Same thing for the Islanders. Minus 135 is the line. 5.5 is the total. We're going to lean with Mini in this one. 3.1 to 2.5. The over-under at 5.7. So we do like this one to fly over the total. We're going to give Minnesota a 59.3% chance of winning. 80% of the Minnesota's last 10 games have gone under the total. That's why your Kogo is very high at 79%. LA Kings off a 5-2 loss to the Rangers, take on the Winnipeg Jets. who got shut out in their last game against the New York Islanders. 4-0 was the final there. Winnipeg now riding a 3-game losing streak, while the LA Kings 5-5 straight up in their last 10 games. -145 is the line for the Jets. 5.5 is the total. We're going to go with Winnipeg in this one. 3.09 to 2.5. The over-under at 5.63. So we do like it to go over the total. And looking at the Kings' last 10 games on the total, 7-3 to the over. Pittsburgh Penguins off that 7-3 win over the Tampa Bay Lightning. We'll see if there's any letdown here tonight against Nashville, who also put a lot of goals on net. In fact, they scored 6 against Arizona. 6-2 was the final. -120 is the line. You don't see that line a lot. -120. That's like a baseball line, right? That's like the old days. Greg Maddux pitching there. Well, no, Maddux would be in the 220s. But yeah, -120. I don't see a lot of money. -110, yeah, but -120, you don't see that too often. And it's all market psychology to me. Like, if you put it this way, if that line is -130 or -110, does that change your mind on how you think of tonight's game? Just something to chew on right there. But we do like the Penguins as the upset here. 3.6 to 2.8, the over-under at 6.47. And when I look at my value index, I did have the Penguins at -09 and -127. That's where I was thinking too. But 120, yeah, interesting line tonight in Nashville. Seattle taking on the St. Louis Blues. The Blues coming off a 3-2 loss to the Penguins 2 nights ago. St. Louis riding a 5-game losing streak, while the Kraken, yeah, they got smoked against the Leafs 5-1 on Sunday, and they're on a 3-game losing streak, 3-7 in their last 10. And we're going to leave in Seattle in this one as a 149 favorite. Hey, 149, there's another weird number, right? 149, not 150, 149. And 3.46, 2.71 the over-under at 6.17. So we do like it to go under the total tonight in St. Louis. Chicago Blackhawks off that 4-2 loss last night to the Anaheim Ducks, taking on the Arizona Coyotes in the desert. 175 is the line for Arizona. 6.5 is the total. And we're going to lean with the team that is on a, let me see here, 2-game losing streak, and that's the Arizona Coyotes. 3.6 to 3.3, the over-under at 6.99. A little Gretzky action right there. And you can see 20-39 on the year for Arizona, 21-38. So misery loves company, and they'll meet tonight in the desert. And looking at both these teams, C neutral for Arizona, C bullish for the Chicago Blackhawks. Bullish means the team's either 7-0, 6-1, or 5-2 in their last 7 games. All right, here's a good one tonight in Calgary between the Boston Bruins and the Calgary Flames. The Flames off a 4-1 loss to the Avalanche, so they'll want to bounce back from that one. While Boston, they beat up. No, they didn't beat them up. They won a close one in Edmonton yesterday. 3-2 was the final. -130 is the line. 5.5 is the total. We're gonna go with the upset tonight in Calgary. 3-2 for the Flames. The over/under at 5.86. So we do like it to go over the total. And Boston, don't look now. Best team in hockey. 46-13 and riding a 7-game win streak. Kogo's at 42% tonight. I did have the look at this, -248. So that's a big line difference when it comes to value. And yeah, so be careful. This. Actually, you know what? This reminds me a lot of the Boston Celtic line yesterday against the New York Knicks. Sometimes when you see a line, it's like, okay, does this pass the smell test? -130, and my value index is -248, right? And I had the Boston Celtics yesterday. I know I'm going off cue here, off the off the hockey channel, but it's just whenever you see a line like last night in Boston, -2 against the New York Knicks, and you're saying, okay, this doesn't really. And sometimes you outsmart yourself thinking, right? So, bottom line, what I'm trying to say, don't outsmart yourself here. Don't overthink it. -130, but there's something dragging me over to Calgary. Maybe the puck line is where you want to go tonight on the Flames. All right, Montreal taking on the San Jose Sharks. The Sharks 159. What's with all the 59s today and the 49s? -159 is the line. 6.5 is the total. And we're going to lean with San Jose. No way, San Jose. 3.5 to 2.9. The over-under at 6.45. We're going to give the Sharks a 56.4% chance of winning tonight against the Habs, who have a 41.5% chance. Montreal's last 3 games have gone over the total. They're off a 5-2 loss to the Ottawa Senators, while the Sharks, they lost to the Chicago Blackhawks 4-3 was the final. And let me see, anything to report on anything else? Nope. Looking pretty neutral for the Habs and bearish for the Sharks. There you have it. That's your NHL computer picks today for a Ruby Tuesday, February 28th. Let's go to the Bears and Bulls report. And we're looking at the A, Bs, and Cs of the league. And you can see that in the A-type teams that have a 60 or higher win percentage, only Tampa Bay is in the neutral market right now, or neutral cycle, I should say, meaning they're either 3-4, 4-3 in the last 7. The B-type teams, Winnipeg is the only team. Actually, no, Edmonton and Dallas are also struggling. And you know what? again, when you look at the sports betting markets, teams can't win forever, teams can't lose forever, but the difference is, if you got a team like Winnipeg, a B-type team in Edmonton and Dallas, I like their chances of getting out of the bear cycle compared to the C-type teams, and that's how you got to look at the sports markets, right? Buffalo and Minnesota, the only bullish teams right now in the Bs, and in the Cs, Chicago. You want to keep an eye on Chicago, even though they lost last night. Let's see if they bounce back tonight against, what did I say? They're playing Arizona, right? All right, there's your Bears and Bulls report today, courtesy of the Rim Report right here at ATSstats.com. Streak, yeah, Frank the Tank. Let's go streaking here with old school. And Colorado, the Avalanche, 8 ATS wins in a row. Vegas on a 4 ATS losing streak, while Boston Bruins, they're on a 7-game win streak. The St. Louis Blues on a 5-game losing streak, and Nashville on a 5-game over streak. So, yeah, those are your streakers for today, for Tuesday, February 28th. And it's always good to, I don't put these in the show a lot, but it's always good to come and revisit these during the year. Just in case you got a membership here and you're saying, hey, you know what? I'm a streak follower. Where do I get that? You go to your dashboard. So let's say you're ATS Stats. Go to your dashboard, go to streaks, and then you click on NHL, and there's your streakers right there. You get that for all the leagues, right? All right, so stat and trend of the day. Did you like that Vancouver upset last night that I gave you guys here on the stat of the day, the 80% club? It was a puck line stat, remember? And it was pretty good, 9-1 straight up and against the numbers. So we got that W against the Big D last night, the Dallas Stars, not the Cowboys. But tonight, we're going to go right back to the puck line, this time the St. Louis Blues. Now, St. Louis at home, and who are they playing again? Let me see here. The Seattle Kraken. So, yeah, they're getting plus money tonight. This might be a good stat here. I just don't like that line. I don't, St. Louis, giving away their captain. It's funny in sports, right? Like a week ago, the wheels were falling off in St. Louis, and they still could be falling off. Yeah, they are still falling off, 3-7. But I'm not used to seeing the Craig Berube teams really in a rebuild mode right now, right? But tonight, St. Louis, whenever time they're a home underdog in the month of February, and they allowed 3 or more goals against in their last game, 12-0 in the puck line. So keep an eye on the puck line. Could be 3-2, 4-3 type game. If so, we cover with the hook, right? Hook 'em, Dano. All right, here's your sports betting market, top 25 sports betting options for today. And forget who we had yesterday. I think was it Vancouver? I can't remember. I thought it was a winner. I think we had both winners in the NBA and NHL. Tonight it is the Arizona Coyotes, -175 is the line against Chicago. Neutral 33 days, and against C-type teams, though, not that great. It's funny. It reminds me of the old WKRP. Remember Johnny Fever when he was drinking and he had the reaction? You beat the Beatables. You lose to the Beatables, which you should beat the Beatables, which are C-type teams, and then you against the A-type teams, you do better, right? So I just don't understand that. I don't know. No idea why I went WKRP on you there, but just for some reason it just brought me to that that analogy. But I know it's a weird one, but whatever. 50% against the A-type teams, and then against the C-type teams, 30%. So I don't understand that Jekyll and Hyde type team, Arizona. It's as if they bring down their lower stat whenever they play those A-type teams with a 60% or higher win percentage. They raise their game up. It's as if they get up for those A-type teams, and then they overconfident against the C-type teams. Maybe that's a better way of looking at it. All right, let me see. Arizona at home this year, 13-12. Yeah, there's your Jekyll and Hyde syndrome right here. Winning record at home, losing. That's the Mullet Arena, right? Something about the Mullet Arena that they do really well. 7-27 away. -122 is the line, so almost like a $50 difference here. -175, and then 47.3 in the Cow. Arizona, a little chalky though. I don't know if I can trust the C-type team at -175. All right, there you have it. That is the Ram Report today with a WKRP reference in there. Hey, Les Nessman, the Buckeye News Award. But no, there'll be no Buckeye Award here today. So don't forget, guys, you can get the Ram Report each and every day at ATSstats.com. And if you enjoyed the show, hit that like button. And if you are new to the show, don't forget to subscribe. And hopefully we'll see you back tomorrow on a wacky Wednesday, which felt pretty wacky today. Cheers.